Straight away again, and this time we're with Oscar. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing excellent, bro.
Really good to meet you again, man. I know we met in Singapore, and here we are. We're back again. How's Dubai been?
It's been phenomenal. I think it's just a blessing just to be a part of you. No matter where you are in the world, there's somebody working in crypto, there's somebody talking crypto, there's somebody like super interested into what's happening, and you see leaders fly all over, no matter where it is. And if you're ready, this industry is going to welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about Token2049? I know I met you, that's where I met you in Singapore. But the networking aspect is just truly insane. Like, can you tell me a little about like the kind of value that you find actually speaking to people face to face?
Yeah, I was actually telling a few people right now that I've been in crypto for 4 years. And in my first 2 years, I didn't talk to anybody. It was just me, you two, and that's it. You could do that, but you're cutting yourself short. It's like the real value of this industry is the people you meet. Because it's not what you're gonna tell me or what you're gonna give me, it's how we could do this together, and that's it. That's the value of human beings. I'm walking right now at Token2049, and I see these machines, and automated right now, AI, right?
Yeah.
And people take pictures of them, and they're like, oh great, that's so technological. But the better machines is us, right?
People,
because
right?
we feel and we touch, and what we create has value, and I think that's really what makes me, the happiest. So right now, Token, it's another great opportunity to mingle, network, and go back home and get inspired.
And I think one of the great things about Oscar Chavez, I highly recommend you subscribe to this guy. He is absolutely on point. Sorry for the shell,
yeah.
But you encompass, I like to think of crypto like a trifecta. There is a financial aspect, there's a philosophical aspect, and then there's the community aspect. And I think once you have an understanding of those three aspects, and then you welcome it, everybody will welcome you, and I think that's the principle basically everybody here kind of lives by, right? It just makes the most sense, I think.
Yeah, because bottom line, I ask my community, what's more important? Understanding crypto, financial freedom, or making money? 60% of them, I want money now. I get it. Yeah. You really want to make money, there's better ways other than crypto to do so. Go again. Some of them are illegal, right? But being in crypto in 2025, we changed. Pandemic, all this nonsense, new president, impacting the whole world, saying price go up or down, you gotta ask a different question.
Yeah.
Here, yesterday we listened from CC, today from Eric Trump. I just really want to get myself immersed and just wait of all these great ideas. And it's all about building trust, collaboration, and saying, okay, how can I actually solve problems, real solutions, use cases? And right in the middle, money's gonna come. So to tell you the truth, man, it's just, once everything's done and completed, we go to the parties, we start enjoying, we relax, and we live normal lives.
Yeah, normal lives. Just normal people, man.
Normal people.
At the end of the day. Let's go to the market. How have you found it since January? It's been a bumpy one.
Oh yeah, and we know what. We know exactly what happened. January the 1st comes in, everybody is okay, brand new year. Traders, market makers, whales are like, okay, this is Trump's year. Like, he won November 5th. I was there watching live, 7-hour live. XRP, Solana, BNB, everybody pumped. We all knew Kamala Harris was gonna be bearish. Nobody knew, or nobody was expecting the harsh and tremendous tariff plan Trump had starting February. So January was super bullish. Just to give you some numbers right now, Bitcoin 109, XRP 3.30, 3.40, Solana 300, almost 300. So obviously people made tons of money. What happens is that went through everyone. People were like, okay, this is the time to buy. Sadly, not the case, because here comes tariffs, here comes Fed, here comes rates, here comes all of that. Plus, we got bankruptcy. Like we got some, issues in the crypto industry that affected investors, right? Rock pools and Argentina and all of that.
Yeah.
So it punched us. We got punished for that. DeepSeek too, right? So we crashed. People took profits. Right now, it's the recovery, kind of like consolidation phase. And from January, February, March, April, Q3 in 2025, I don't mind if it's still kind of boring, because what's coming, I think, at the end of the year should be super bullish.
Yeah, I think you kind of answered exactly the question I wanted to ask next, which was the predictions for the next month, the next 6 months up to the end of the year. So you're predicting some good news towards the end of the year. Which is something about to myself. Can you explain why?
Well, recently we got a new SEC chair, and here I'm talking for the US, right? But we're in Dubai, so one thing I'll tell you right now after spending 72 hours in Dubai is like they make a no to a yes. Yeah, they transition a no to a yes very quickly.
Yeah.
Where in Europe or the US with Gary Gensler, with under Biden, it was like no, and we'll punish you and we'll delay you. So I really like traveling. That's I think one of the things that I love about Token. But now going back to that, what am I expecting? Well, big trillion level asset managers. That's what people are looking for. And we just had World Liberty Financial by, the Trumps. Asset managers are just in queue with the extra ETFs, right? Solana ETFs, Trump ETFs, and more. So there's a lot more money and institutional interest for crypto. We have less than $3 trillion globally. Bitcoin is at 1 point something globally. Gold is at 20s. And what I hear is from Bitcoin maxis, don't even worry about it. Gold is gonna catch up to the 20 trillion.
Yeah.
So even the stablecoin market right now. So
Huge.
it's like, we wish that we could kind of press fast forward, but I wouldn't actually, because it's the process. It's the process that I'm enjoying it.
You have to enjoy the journey. Like, because
Yeah.
the goal isn't to get to the destination. The journey to the destination is always more fun than when you get there. Because then you're bored. You need to do something else.
Yeah.
Enjoy the journey, I say, always.
I think what people get wrong, which makes total sense, we're all humans, is that you see someone on X saying, I bought this today, I sold it in 2 days from now, and I'm a millionaire. It happens. We all know it can happen with meme coins or with some other risk asset, but the goal is you buy, you HODL, and then you see your wealth, you see your network, and in the process, all the friendships inspires you to build. Because Bitcoiners, Ethereum whales, Litecoin holders, they go back 10 years ago, right? Now they're the OGs that I watch, that I admire. The reason is because they were in the market much earlier and they saw what I'm seeing right now. But they forecast there's gonna be hundreds of thousands of people in one room, dozens of thousands of people, and this is what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I started crypto in 2021 and would have never predicted this.
No.
So I'm telling you, man, I'm a nobody in crypto. I'm building my brand as a content creator. I love it. Partnering with you guys on some great exchanges, but shout out to BTCC because it's been phenomenal. Out of all, the best. And this is just gonna get better, but it's hard to picture, right, how good our life will change.
Yeah. That's amazing, honestly. I always love speaking to you, mate. Let's jump into some quick fire questions then.
Yeah.
HODL or trade?
Trade.
Trade. Why?
I mean, HODL is easy. I like hard things. I like to put myself and get pressed on. If I make a mistake, punish me. I want to learn. I don't like to take life on the easy mode because everybody's doing it. If I was doing back in my community where I live what everybody's doing, I wouldn't be sitting right next to you. I like to be challenged and said, okay, that nobody does because it's difficult. Okay, let me at least discover and give it a try. What if I like it? And here we are. So, trade.
Trade. And I would say the trade aspect gives you a level of discipline to be able to execute at a very high level, and that can, listen, to be honest with you, trading will tell you who you really are. You know, when you lose money, when you make money, it'll tell you exactly who you are.
Immediate learning lesson.
The curve is just incredible, and you know exactly the kind of character you are and the kind of person you are very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So I always think trade just because you learn a lot about your discipline, you learn about a lot about who you are, and then executing on that or making those changes when you need to see them, right? So trading changes a lot, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to ask a spicy one. Bitcoin or XRP?
XRP.
XRP, another one. You're going to annoy some Bitcoin maxis, bro.
Oh no, I love it. I mean, we all, at some rate we have Bitcoin, we like it. But to be honest with you guys, I mean, it's not like we're going to be millionaires. For me, I'm not Michael Saylor buying 15,000 Bitcoin every month, which is okay, man. I mean, if he has the money, let's be happy. But I know there's some other assets that when you hear Bitcoin maxis or whoever attacking or just throwing shade, there's a reason why. If Ripple was a scam company, like, I don't know, Terra or FTX, if there was something behind it, if Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz, Chris Larson, Monica Long, and I can name more, if they were actually doing something shady, we will smell that a miles away. It's like, no, I think you guys are doing something sketchy here. There's way smarter, more people than me, and they have similar views like myself about Ripple. So I can go all of it because that's what we do in the channel, but this is gonna be a really revolutionized token, coin, XRP, and I'm not making a mistake, going all in.
XRP, bang, there we go. Another spicy one, Ethereum or Solana?
Solana.
Ooh, give me a why.
I mean, kind of going back to the trade, Ethereum, I have many scenarios where I paid too much for fees.
Oh yeah.
And go back to 2021, the Ape, Ape drops, when ApeCoin launched and all those NFTs. I mean, so hopefully, Vitalik is working on something behind the scenes that nobody knows, and things go well. But right now, if the Trump administration, if Trump chose Solana for his meme coins, there's a reason why. And I think Solana is my underdog, that he can go back to 300 or so, or past even 500, because the market is there for that. And I want something that it's risky, but I can get benefited when I buy the fear. Like we went under $100, and right now it's 150.
People love Solana, and I think a lot of it is also to do with the actual products, right? I mean, the Ethereum product hasn't really been updated since 2021. We had the proof of stake aspect, the change there, but it still hasn't really affected. The fees are still relatively high, and people want access to quick money when they transfer. On Solana, everything's instantaneous, right? You send, you create, you build, you can make meme coins. The user experience is a lot more fluid, it just makes everything better, and I think this is why the scales have tipped to Solana, and I think it's probably going to stay like that until Ethereum, fixes their shit and straightens where they're going to go. Right?
I mean, that's why they have those layer 2s, right? Like Polygon, Arbitrum, right? Matic. I mean, makes sense, and they're trying to. It's not like Ethereum or Bitcoin are going to be forgotten, no, but still, I think technology and projects are, and more will come.
Meme coins or utility coins?
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It really depends, because we have now AI, we have RWA, we're having AI agents do it, so GameFi, so it really kind of depends what utility and what timing, right? Because there's a lot of money there. And all I'm saying that because I love my memes. Like when we talk about trade or HODL, I really love the trading aspect with meme coins, because that's where the money is. And it's a little easier to do because it's less about fundamentals and more about hype. It's more about, okay, who is speaking the loudest on X, on YouTube. And if you just stay behind the scenes and you analyze things carefully, you know when to buy, you know when to sell, and you make tons of money with that. Yeah. So I think meme coins to make money, better play.
Better. Do you think maybe the reason utility coins, because I remember in 2021 it was really all about utility coins. And then, we had a bit of a meme coin bull run. But do you think the scales have tipped towards meme coins because the utility coins have failed to deliver?
I think it's actually the opposite, because utility coins are kind of hot right now. I mean, if I ask my community, what would you like, meme coins or utility? They will all say, most of them will say utility, because lately I've been covering more XRP. But meme coins are those, it's the category that nobody expects much from them, but when things are doing extremely well, everybody jumps in late. And they're easily to be manipulated, right? Right now, I think about 7 days ago, Bread, Fartcoin, we had Bonk and a few others, they started running like 50, 60, 80%.
Yeah, crazy.
And people are like, weren't they dead? What happened? So should I buy right now? So it comes to show that I just kind of have to find that moment where RWA, like we had this issue with OM, Mantra, I don't know if you saw that, where $6 back all the way down to 30 cents. Everybody got complained, and the CEO kind of like was literally telling the industry, I'm so sorry for what happened, and that's RWA, and it was in the top 50. So any of the two memes or utility, It's not Ethereum, it's not XRP, it's not Bitcoin. There are no guarantees.
Yeah.
Like you could be at 50 cents, it explodes to $5, or it could be $5 and it goes all the way crashing, right? So you really have to be very careful with your allocation.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fine if you do your research enough.
Next one, crypto regulations or absolute decentralization?
Well, I think, that's a good one. I mean, because absolute decentralization, that's what we want as well for, I would say, wallets and custody. I'm not gonna go to an exchange and put all my money there because I wanna feel more secure that I don't have to remember my keys. No. But when it comes to, I want bad people to get punished the right way and not just let them go to any other island and don't get punished. So I will favor regulations right now a lot because Crypto.com, Ripple, World Liberty Financial, and mostly, OKX right now, I heard the CMO, they want more. And it just makes sense, right? The United States is getting better at that. Europe is literally not being very friendly because they have high level of regulation. So here in the UAE, Dubai, they're like
super progressive.
It's butter, right? It's like, so more regulation, I think it's gonna help the market and it's gonna put the bad actors away. So I'll side with that.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Let's give you the final one then.
Yeah.
Spot or futures?
Futures.
Futures. Give me a why.
Well, I mean, guys, you kind of have to find that exchange that makes sense because BTCC makes sense for me and for millions. May not make sense for some other people, which is fine, right? Some big investors like to do Coinbase, Robinhood, because they have a big chunk in the US. They don't want to try something that is not based in the US per se. So it just depends who your customer is. But kind of going back to the trade, futures allows you to have this, like if you understand Ethereum and Bitcoin really well, you might say, I don't want to do any meme coins, I just want to stay with Ethereum. Well, instead of buying spot and get 1 to 5% for a nice little pump, you can start with futures and double it, 100x, 500x on BTCC, and I mean, you can still make your gains.
Yeah.
So it's for more advanced traders that they know, okay, I know I can lose a lot of money, especially for those whales and shorts, but the sky's the limit.
It also gives people access to higher amounts of capital than they naturally wouldn't have, right? With like $100 position or $100 in an account, you can take
Absolutely.
a position, a 15, 20K position, which is if you're from a low income background, these are huge amounts of money that you could be making. Now, understanding there's the risk, the risk management aspect you have to learn and discipline with that we talked about, but the fact that you can take such a large position with such little capital gives you so much opportunity to build your capital and your wealth over a longer period of time, right?
Yeah. It's like some people say, oh, I wish I had $10,000 to make 1,000 per, 10%. Makes sense. But what about you? I mean, if you have $100, exactly what you said. So it's allowing for more people to participate and say, okay, could I have a bigger chance to make more money? Like when we have some flash crashes, like Donald Trump posts something today and that really spooks the market. You know that if it crashes, it's gonna come back up really, really quickly. Yeah. That's a nice entry, right? So if you only have $50, you know that's not really gonna make a lot of money. But how about if you use that on a futures trade, it changes the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. Excellent. Oscar,
yes.
Thank you so much, my friend. That was a fireside chat. I love speaking to you.
Appreciate it, Alex.
Really good. Guys, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to Oscar Ramous on YouTube.
Thank you, guys.
And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you.